Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a little more about the hydrocarbons and their categorization. So first of all, we already know what are hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are the compounds of carbon and hydrogen only. So please do mention the word only. Now, hydrocarbons can be divided into aliphatic and cyclic. Now, aliphatic hydrocarbons, what are the aliphatic hydrocarbons? Aliphatic hydrocarbon means when the carbon atoms are in open chain, the way we stand in the assembly, and the first student and the last student, they are not joining hands. So they are in a straight line, or maybe there can be a different pattern of arrangement of the line of the file, but the first and the last student should not join hand. That is called a straight chain. Now in case of cyclic, we can understand when we play holding hand, you must have seen that small children playing that ringa ringa roses. That is a cyclic form. So when the first and the last carbon, they join with each other with the help of a covalent bonding, that is called cyclic bond. So in our syllabus, we have only aliphatic. So we will be focusing only on the aliphatic. Now, aliphatic can be categorized into saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Now, I have already explained you that what is saturated hydrocarbon and what is unsaturated hydrocarbon. So, we are not dealing with that discussion here. So, now let's go further. So, saturated hydrocarbons can be alkanes and the unsaturated hydrocarbon are alkene and alkyne. Now, what are alkanes? So alkanes, if you get a definition of alkanes, how you should define? You should say that alkanes are the saturated hydrocarbon in which have a journal formula CnH2n plus 2 and the carbon to carbon bonding is through single covalent bond. That is the definition of alkanes. Similarly, what are alkenes? Alkenes are the unsaturated hydrocarbon with the journal formula CnH2n and the carbon to carbon, at least two carbon. It's not that all the carbons should have a double bond, but minimum two carbon in a chain. Means if we have a carbon chain of 5, so at least 2 out of 5 should have one double bond. So in simple words, we can say that minimum there should be presence of one double bond. Similarly, in alkynes, you can say that alkynes are the unsaturated hydrocarbon with the journal formula CnH2n minus 2 and there is minimum 2 carbon atom with a triple bond. That is, maybe the other bonds are single or double, but at least 2 carbon atoms will be having a triple bond. In our class 10th level, you will not be getting a mixture of double and triple, that somewhere it is double and somewhere it is a triple. Either you will get a pure alkene or you will get a pure alkyne. It will not be a mixture of double and triple. That is for the higher classes. Now, we have to study only the first 5 members. Now, when there is only one carbon in the formula, then you know that we call it meth, M-E-T-H. When there are 2 carbons, it is called eth. When it is 3 carbon, it is called prop. And when there are 4 carbon, it is called but. And when there are 5 carbon, it is called pent. So if there is one carbon and there is one carbon, it means how will the tetravalency be satisfied? You can imagine that tetravalency must be satisfied by hydrogen because it's a hydrocarbon. There cannot be any other atom of any other element because it's a hydrocarbon. So we have the other atom that is available is hydrogen. Now since we are saying that there is only one carbon possible, so the tetravalency must be satisfied by 4 hydrogen atoms. So it must be methane because I am saying all bonds are single. Hydrogen can only make a single bond with carbon. So double and triple bond question does not arise here because hydrogen cannot make double and triple bond. So it is meth. So why the word meth is coming? Meth is coming because there is one carbon. And if you put this one carbon in this formula C1H, in place of N, write value 1. So H, 2 ones are 2 plus 2. So it is C1H4. So we don't write 1. So it becomes CH4. So this is the formula of methane. Similarly, we can calculate the formula of pentane. Pentane means it's coming from the uh, uh, root word. This is called root word, from where we derive the name. It is called root word, R-O-O-T, root word. So when there are 5 carbon, we call it pent. So it is pent. So this word pent is coming from 5 carbon. It means it's understood that the organic compound must be having 5 carbon. Now it is ane. Ane means all bonds are single. So if all bonds are single, then we have to follow the formula CnH2n plus 2. So if you substitute the value N5, so it will become C5H, 2 5s are 10 plus 2. So it will become C5H12. So this is the formula of pentane. Now in alkenes, the first there is no member with 1 carbon. Now what is the reason? That we don't have methene. See, methene means 1 carbon. Now you yourself say that what is the restriction in alkene? That there should be a presence of at least 1 double bond. Now when I say methene, methene means 1 carbon. Now where is the other carbon? There is no other carbon. So there is only 1 carbon. So with which, how that one single carbon will make a double bond? It has no other carbon available with which it can make a double bond. So that is the reason the first 1 carbon alkene does not exist. So the alkene family starts with 2 carbon. So 2 carbon means eth. 2 carbon means eth. And I am saying that minimum 1 carbon, 1 double bond is there. So that is why the suffix ene, because it's coming from ene, alkene. And what is the general formula? CnH2n. So n is 2. So what will be the number of hydrogen atoms? So 2 and 2 2s are 4. So the formula is C2H4. Now similarly, let's derive for butene. Butene. Butene means, but means 4. So it is C4. Now it's an alkene. Butene, En is written. So its suffix is ene. So if you put CnH2n, so it becomes C4H8. So this is the formula of butene. Now similarly for alkynes, the general formula is CnH2n minus 2. For the same reason, 1 carbon alkyne does not exist, because for an alkyne there should be minimum 1 triple bond. Now since we don't have availability of second carbon with whom the first carbon will make a triple bond, so this is not feasible only. So that is why 1 carbon alkyne is not there. So the family starts with 2 carbon. So here it is ethyne, YNE suffix, eth means 2 carbon, YNE means triple bond, propyne means 3 carbons and a triple bond, butyne means 4 carbon and a triple bond. Similarly, we can derive the structure, this formula. Suppose I say C5. I want to take out the formula of a alkyne with 5 carbons. I want to know how many hydrogen atoms would be there. So it is C5H, 2 5s are 10 minus 2. So it becomes C5H8. So this is how we take out the formula. We need not learn the molecular formulas. It's only we need to learn the general formula, and we should know the number of carbon atoms, and we substitute the value of carbon atoms in N in the formula, and then we get the molecular formula of the organic compounds. So saturated, unsaturated hydrocarbon is clear. So saturated is only of one type, alkanes. And alkenes and alkynes are unsaturated. Why? Because they have a double and a triple bond. So that is all for this video. Thank you.